Hello everyone, this is Milo Into here, and welcome back to another console review. Today guys, for this console review, I'm particularly excited about this because I'm going to be reviewing the brand new Xbox Series S Carbon Black Edition. Now, if you don't know what that is, it's basically a new premium version of the Xbox Series S, which came out in around 2020. But this model here, the thing that makes it really beneficial is that it's got a carbon black matte finish, and it's also got 1 terabyte of SSD storage. Now that may not sound a lot, but if you're a new Xbox console owner, or you're just joining from a much older Xbox console like an Xbox One, then yeah, this is a really good console here. So for this video, I'm going to show you the unboxing experience, some of the gameplay, and why I think it's a particularly good Xbox to get. So then, let's get into it. So then, the packaging for the Carbon Black Edition is basically the same as in the standard Series S. You know, you've got the image of the product, although I have got a different image for this one because this is technically a different console. But yeah, it's mainly similar. You know, you've got your Xbox branding, all digital and all that. You know, you got that as well. If I could just aim it right. Yeah, you've got that. You've got, you know, power your dreams. I like the motto. It particularly makes it feel a little bit more badass. You know, it's got that Xbox, you know, gaming velocity architecture. It's got to play thousands of games. Yep. Although Game Pass is particularly good on this type of console because it doesn't have the disk drive. It's the same as the Series S, so you will have to buy your games digitally, which I wouldn't really mind because one of the reasons why these type of consoles are very cheap is because they cut out the optical disk drive to save a little bit of money of manufacturing costs, which kind of makes sense. So then, let's begin unboxing it. Anyway, let's open up the box and see what we've got. Okay then, if I can keep the lid up. So yeah, the packaging is it's mainly the same on the standard Series S, but it's got that new carbon black sort of color scheme, which I find it's really cool. But yeah, by the way, this is my first time actually getting a Series S. Like, I've never owned one before. I've never owned an Xbox Series X. But I have basically got an Xbox One S, which I did a video on just a few months ago. But yeah, I love the power your dreams. I've got to be careful about this because I don't really want to drop this. Man, it feels tiny. It feels like a shoebox, just like a standard shoebox. But yeah, I'll just plop that safely on there. I'll unwrap that in a sec. But let's keep going. So this one here is just your standard Xbox, you know, guide. It tells you what the components are and, you know, all that sort of lovely stuff. But one of the things that I really like about the new Xboxes is that you can actually use the Xbox app to sign up your console. So if you've got an existing Xbox profile and you know, you want to transfer it to a different console, this will basically help you out, so that I'm particularly happy about that. Anyway, let's remove these little things there. It's very difficult when you're trying to do it one-handed. That's a cool touch. I doubt that matters, but still particularly cool. So yeah, you've got your standard, you know, plug socket. You've got your standard I'm not sure if the camera will pick this up. Your HDMI high-speed cables, because a lot of new consoles like the PS5 use HDMI 2.1 cables, which is basically the same as all the other consoles like the Series X and all that sort of stuff. Yep. Instruction manual. I doubt you probably read that when you get a new console. This is difficult to get out. It's very difficult when you're doing it one-handed because I'm trying to hold the camera on the other hand, and I'm trying to get the sodding controller out. There we go. So yeah, underneath this wrapper is your new Xbox controller, I guess. It's got the same shape as the normal Xbox One controller. It's just had this really cool matte finish on it, which is really good. Because one of the things that I don't like about some consoles is that normally a lot of them, like especially PlayStation, where they put like a matte finish. Well, not so much of a matte finish, but like a glossy piano plastic. I don't really like that much. It looks cool now, but wait a couple of months and it will look all scratched up, and yeah, it will look very, very ugly fast. But all right then. So that's all the stuff out the box. Let's unwrap these babies. So then, let's get to the good part. Actually unwrapping the new Xbox. So yeah, let's just take that tab off. Very nice. There. And yeah, let's pick this baby up. Satisfying, isn't it? I still can't get over how small it is. It is just so, it's just like so tiny. It's about the size of an iPad. So let's oh wow. Wow! Yes sir! Right, let's take it out. Let's take it fully out. Show it to the camera. Yeah, it is so small. It is so unbelievably small. I'm not sure if the camera will pick this up, but here at the bottom it says the left or right side. The left side of the console says Xbox on there in like really small text, and the other side says "Hello from Seattle," which makes sense because Xbox is like a Microsoft brand, and Microsoft is Americano. But yeah. One thing I really like about Series S is that I like them when they're standing up. Now, for my gaming setup, I unfortunately don't have enough room for a spot on my on the top there to actually put it upright, which is a little bit pretty sad. But yeah, it feels cool. Definitely on the normal Series S, it's got like a white color scheme, and it's got this little bit here, this little circular vent bit is sort of like black. But yeah, I like it more when it's like in a carbon black color, because it makes it look more pro, I think. Okay, so let's put that there. Let's get to the controller. Wow, it's basically the same. Oh, it's really light as well. It's really light. Does it come with like? No, it doesn't come with batteries. It makes sense. But yeah, it feels really light. That's probably because it doesn't have batteries in it, which kind of makes sense. You know, you got to get your own batteries. But yeah, it's basically the same as the normal Xbox One controller. The main thing that they've changed is that they've gotten rid of the glossy plastic on like the bumpers and the triggers, which I really like, because I don't really like, as I said, I don't like glossy plastic that much. But yeah, another thing that I like is the D-pad as well. They've got like a new D-pad that's more like a dish shaped. I don't know what I'm saying, but it's like a new pattern. Definitely makes you have more control on it. They've also getting rid of this little gap on these standard controllers, although they do have the same sort of the way it sort of like swoops down like in a normal Xbox One controller. But yeah, it's really nice, you know. Can't wait to set it up. All right, now it's time for me to actually set this thing up. But before I do, let me just explain the price. So this console, the matte black, you know, the carbon black edition, costs around in the UK it costs around £299 in the UK, and that makes sense because it's £50 more than the standard Series S, which makes sense because you're paying extra for not only for the carbon black color, but also for the 1 terabyte SSD drive on it. Also, it's sort of like it kind of reminds me of like a Pro, like It sort of reminds me of the Xbox Series X, except without the optical disc drive mainly. Also the small size. But yeah, but going back to the price. So the number one thing that you're going to probably pay most for is Xbox Game Pass. If some of you don't know what Xbox Game Pass is, it's basically it's like Netflix, but it's basically games, like all Xbox games on there. And it's like, if you get the standard core version, you're looking to pay around £10 a month, which I personally don't have a problem with. You can also install games on the Microsoft Store, so you don't get paid for the subscription, but you can still download games for the console. But yeah, that's me blabbering on, blabbering over. Let's turn this console on. So then, I've just finished setting up my my Xbox Series S, and at the moment, I'm not really playing any games at the moment because I'm trying to transfer some of my games over from my Xbox One over to my Xbox Series S. So unfortunately, I may not have enough time to actually show you some gameplay footage. What I will show you though is gameplay footage from some other YouTubers that I've been paying close attention to. I'll leave a link to all of those YouTubers in the description. But yeah, I'm liking this so far. So then, this is Forza Horizon 5 captured on the Xbox Series S. Now, due to the screen recorder that I was using at the time, it doesn't really show the full sharpness of the 1440p. So I can't. So apologies if the image quality isn't that great. But basically, long story short, the Xbox Series S does not support 4K. However, it does support 1080p by 4040p. So it means if you've got if you've got like a TV, a HD TV, and if you've got like a gaming monitor and that, the Xbox Series S will still support full HD. So you won't be missing out on those really important graphics. Also, if you've got an existing 4K TV, you can use that as well. So then, what are my final thoughts on the Xbox Series S Carbon Black Edition? Well, if you're looking to upgrade your standard, your regular Series S that you currently got, my advice would be it's a worthless upgrade. Now, the reason why I say that is because of the storage. So you're probably looking at this console if you're looking to expand your storage and install more games on your standard Series S. But what you can actually do is if you go on like Game or GameStop, depending on if you're in England or in the US, you can actually get a Seagate expansion card that Xbox and Seagate do. And that expansion card, if you slot it into the storage expansion slot on the regular Series S, I'll put it on screen here. What it will do is it will give you an extra 2 terabytes or even 4 terabytes of storage, depending on which type of model you go for. WD Black also do them, and I recommend that you go to WD Black because they've got much more speed. They've got much more response time. Like you don't wait around in a loading bar all the time. So yeah, but if you are a classic Xbox user like myself that is looking to buy the latest console on the Xbox brand, and you don't mind of installing games digitally, then my advice would be to go for the Xbox Series S Carbon Black 1 terabyte version. It is a really good console and it's something that I really do recommend. So then, thank you for watching today's video, and I guess I'll see you in the next one.